Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, everyone. We made it to Friday. Yay! Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all for coming out. Let me remove my banner and speak to you properly. And we're going to get started. I don't even have much to talk about today because I am so underwhelmed by the shenanigans that have been going on around here lately. So I'm gonna give a shout out to my very own mod, Very Carey. Very Carey did a fun live yesterday. It was so good to get together on a chat and not uh, be running plays and talking about dumb stuff and actually having a good time doing beef sector content in a way. She did a game yesterday, and who was up there? Under new management, I played. Abuse of You played, and Queen Diva played, and we had such a good time over at Very Carey's. So if somebody would please drop Very Carey's link in the description box. Very Carey does a lot of games. Excuse me, a lot of games over there on her channel. So you guys may want to go over and check out Very Carey. Hey, Linda B. Hey, the real K Fed. Very Carey. Uh, Underwhelmed. Yes, it's very underwhelming. Um, Let me see who else. Good morning, Miss Toby. Happy Friday to you. Mimi 126. Hello. Thank you guys for being here. Miss Keeve H. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Every time I hear that song, I dance like uh Bugs Bunny. You said Doug's Bunny, but I know you mean Bugs Bunny. Yeah, I kind of like that little song. Okay, I got to enlarge it. When I got ready to come on, I was having so many problems. At first, I closed my screen when I was trying to move it over so my screens would be side by side like I wanted them. And then, and then, right when I got ready to stop the music, my cordless headsets start beeping like they were gonna go out. So I had to find my other headset. So it took me a little while. Okay. Good morning, Angela T. I don't hit links. Okay, Angela T. I'm gonna challenge you to hit a link. Okay, hello, Kiva. Let me go to the top and work my way down. Hey, Tay, baby. Tay Bay Forever 17. Just read my book. Welcome. It's so good to see you guys here on a Friday. We're going to end our week. Hey, Daniel Berry, Sports and Highlights. Oral. Oral, hello. Thank you for being here. BJ, A View is a View. Miss Queenie, M. Renee. It's always good to see you guys. Miss LA, Ashton 1.0. And thank you guys for showing up. And I know that A View is a View said that she has taken the poll. And if you have taken the poll, please hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate you for that. So I don't see Very Carey's link in the chat. Don't tell me you're too bashful to drop your own link, Very Carey. Hey, Detach Myself, thank you for being here. And Donna Hughes, thank you guys for being here. Okay. Ronnie Q, I laughed out loud. I knew you meant Bugs Bunny, so it's no. Oh, you mean you laughed out loud at you hitting the link? Yes, I'm gonna challenge you. Thank you, Very Carey, for dropping Very Carey's link. I definitely appreciate you for doing that. Yeah, we had some fun over at Very Carey's, and then A View is a View. I thought she was going live, and I went over there and I shared her out, and I clicked the link, and then I was like, this is weird. And I was like, I don't remember Donald Goings ever being on her panel, but they were like having, they were sitting up there and they were like, sharing a live. And then I realized it was actually Donald Goings lives that A View had added herself onto and was streaming. A View is a View does that sometimes, but I went over there for a little while and got to hear A View is a View curse out Rare Treasures for a few minutes because Rare Treasure was on a rare bench. Well, maybe not so rare, but Rare Treasure It was lit. And she just kept poking and poking and poking. And you could see View trying to hold herself back. Like, look, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying. And then Red Treasure, she was kind of like schizo with it. She would curse a View out, and then she would say, "Well, if you come out, I live in Atlanta, and if you come to Atlanta, I want you to come stay with me." And I was like, "Oh no, that would be horrible. That would be worse than excuse me, just read my book. That would be worse than Dovey and just read my book. I'd be scared to stay with Red Treasure. Red Treasure has quite a few dogs. View would probably be dog food if she stayed with Rare Treasure the way Rare Treasure was going at a View as a View yesterday. It was crazy. So Rare Treasure was in rare form. Thank you for hitting the like button. Oh, you were in the bushes, very Carrie. I should have known. I should have known. Oh my God. Yes. So that was interesting. So now what we have coming up, Cantlin suggest in the chat. I don't understand what you mean. You, you're just, I don't understand. You're in the clouds. I think that's what you mean. Yeah, a View. That was funny. I was like, oh my goodness. Now I've seen Red Treasure act up that way maybe two or three times, but yeah, she wanted to show her reverence for a View as a View at 1 second, and then the next second, oh, it was just it was something to see. And a View is a View. She handled herself well, but she knows she popped off. A View is a View gonna be who she is, but you could tell a View is a View just really didn't want to go in on her. Okay, speaking of going in on people, okay, it was brought to my attention that a bitch who was trying to pop her pussy for a toothless man, and he even turned her down, had to say something about me and my husband. Okay, so this person knows absolutely nothing about me. So here's what I'm going to do for this silly bitch. Okay, when you have a husband that we can go back and forth about, then I'll address you, you bald headed scallywag. Okay, enough of that. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, I miss the cuss out I just saw when a View kept saying she didn't want to do that with her. Yeah, she gave her some light. So a View is a View. I I applaud you for keeping your cool. So let me see. I want to talk about the perfect pet competition. Okay, so I have one woman who has confirmed. King Roman News has confirmed. Is a View has confirmed. So I have three people who have confirmed. So I need you guys to confirm with me. Let me know you guys are going to do the challenge on June 8th. I didn't realize it was so it was so near. So I need some people to confirm with me if you're going to enter the perfect pet competition. It's open to all types of pets, and if you're going to enter, your pet needs to be able to do three commands of your choice or do an obstacle course if they do not or if they do or don't do commands. It's open to all types of pets, just not dogs. Okay, and we're going to have a pre-game show which is going to be a beauty contest, and you just show your pet and we judge the most beautiful pet. If you have a fish tank, you can enter your fish, whatever. Okay, it's open to all pets because I want it to be a little more inclusive. If we be all inclusive in every other area of our lives, can't we be all inclusive when it comes to our pets? So I want all of you guys to come. If you just want to show off your pet, enter the beauty portion. There's one prize for the beauty portion. The winner takes all. If you want to show off what your pet can do, enter the obedience portion of the competition and show off your dog. Hey Jay Paris, hey House Music, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Coco gave me a donation as well. So the prize pot is growing. If you want to donate to the prize pot for the Perfect Pet competition, and Just Net, Lovely Love, Oh, it's two more people, and I don't have my phone by me. Some you guys are donating to the prize spot, and I appreciate it. The prize spot is growing, so we're gonna come out and we're gonna do that. That is Sunday, the 8th of June, noon Pacific Standard Time, 2 o'clock Central Time, and 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So now, let me see what you guys are saying. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, youngest. How are you doing? Okay. Now, hey, Big Set, peace and multiple blessings to you. You didn't say multiple blessings. You just said peace and blessing. It's supposed to be multiple blessings, Big Set. Quit being lazy. Did I say hi, Sugar Plum? Hey, Ronnie Q and everyone. Um, y'all have a wonderful day and weekend on purpose. You as well, Jay Paris. Thank you for that. Okay, so now for this competition, uh, we had um, we had some lovely love had a dog, and the dog did a couple of things. So we're going to try to really challenge you guys. Well, you decide what commands that you want to bring, but if you guys saw King Roman News and his dog, I think that he is very competitive, and that he said that he was going to come with some different things. So if you guys are going to enter that portion of the competition, you may want to get your dog together. You still have a little time to practice some tricks with your dog. So this is the type of thing that I am expecting to see for the perfect pet competition. So let me share my screen with you guys, and I'm sure that some of you guys are going to be all out here doing it up like this for the perfect pet competition. Okay, you guys can see this. Okay, let's go. Okay. Yeah, I saw that and I thought that that was so cute. Okay, let me get back to you guys. See what you guys did. You guys like that? Okay, so I am sure. Choreo Lover said that she had all this time to work with her dog, and I am sure that it had a black statue up there. I'm pretty sure that maybe that may have been Choreo's Lover's dog, because I saw an African sculpture on top of that piano. So get the dogs together, get in order, get in order. Oh my goodness. And I watched that thing so many times, and I was like, they're dubbing in the music. And then I kept watching it. And I was like, no, that music is not dubbed in. That damn dog has more skills than me. Hello, Beto. Thank you for being here. Okay, that's too cute. Now that's cute and talented. Okay, and oh, there's one more thing that you can one more presentation that you guys got to be on top of your game, because I think that people are going to be coming for this pet competition. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Now,
Everything sucks. Just kidding. Everything is great.
let me turn the music off. So if you guys want to enter the talent portion of this competition, you guys better have your SHI together. Let me speed this up a little bit. Okay. Because I want you to see the whole, I want you to see it to its conclusion. Okay? So don't come with no, don't come half stepping because that dog just painted a portrait of his friend. So, this is some serious competition that I hope you guys bring. So I'm going to give you that link to that one as well. Okay. So, hey, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Here's the link to that one as well. Okay. Wasn't that cute? Hey, no pressure. How you doing? Good morning, Cream Diva. How are you? Okay, I thought that that was so funny. Okay. Why are my feelings getting hurt by these dogs? Oh, because you can't paint as well as the dog painted. That dog was doing the dang on thing. Okay, so we have our perfect pet competition that is on a Sunday, June 8th. Okay, there's something else I want to share with you. Uh, okay, so okay, we have I I'm trying to I'm kind of just really fed up with the content. We have not gotten this long awaited for information drop that is supposed to shock everyone in the beef sector. And at this point, we're just really at the crab in the barrel phase of the beef sector, with people trying to, set off bombs to blow the whole thing up. With people doing all types of silly things that is just so um, different from the beef sector and all of this new beef sector stuff. But see, it's being built upon people with no morals, no values, and who will do anything for attention. So I don't recall that that is what the beef sector has typically been in the past, and it's failing miserably. I am so tired of people trying to act like there is such a thing as a new big beef sector. It's just a bunch of crabs in the barrel at this point. And how does it feel to be a crab in the barrel? I am not going to be a crab in the barrel and continue to report on people who are lying. And then when they get mad, the truth comes out and it's something else and playing in the subscribers' faces. It is just so boring and played out at this time. So Ness and Jay Dunn, I caught a little bit of them. They were, friends again, and she was on Ness's panel. But then by the end of the live, Ness was cursing Jay Dunn out again and telling her, all types of things. I think Jay Dunn has replaced Flicker in Ness's rotation of. Uh, I can tolerate you. I can't tolerate you. I can tolerate you. I can't tolerate you. So we had Voodoo yesterday. Voodoo, what was that? Where's Voodoo Badu? Voodoo Badu, you built that your live up so much yesterday that I was expecting something more. I understand that you were upset with Ness about what happened in the competition, and you said that that was the first thing that really made you furious with her. But you never came back and voiced your frustrations with her. Uh, you were on her panel a couple of times, but it seemed like that was a slow burn build. And by the time you had put all your breadcrumbs out about you gonna be reading her to the gods, it seems like the fire kind of fizzled out. So Voodoo, I did watch your live where you went in on Ness, but I think that you're better served. You can take my advice or not. You're better served had striking while the iron's hot, as they say. And you know, maybe you won't have time to censor or edit yourself and really say what it is you want. Or maybe you wanted to have some type of poetic type of reading to your reads. Maybe that's the style you're trying to craft. But I heard you, and I seem it seems like you're upset with her. Now, why is Voodoo upset with Motney? He said Motney is next. Next, hey Nessa A, how are you doing? Hey Britt Girl, Haley, hey Jamie. Why is he upset with Motney? Does anybody know? Okay. Oh, he dragged her for sure. Unique reads on an old topic. Okay, yeah, I did see it, but maybe it's just something I'm not accustomed to. I'm not saying it was bad or whatever, but it seems like the buildup. It seemed like he was going to really go in hot, but maybe he didn't want to go in hot. Maybe that was his purpose, to stay within a certain gauge, and he didn't want to go too hot on his channel. Maybe that is something new. So I'm not, I'm not saying he did a bad job, but he did his own presentation. It was a different style of reading. I'll put it that way. Child, I think, child, I think Ness is torturing herself. Yeah, well, I guess a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do if she's going to depend. Hey, beef sector, how you doing? Okay. I had to drop down. I agree. They have no boundaries, and all they do is get drunk and yell. Okay. Hey, room shaker, how are you? Carrie, no, he won't embarrass me. He's beautiful though. Just doesn't know how to act. Well, it doesn't matter that if he's beautiful, youngest, I think you're talking about a pet. If your pet is beautiful, we are going to have a beauty contest prior to the obedience contest. It's two separate contests. If your pet is beautiful, enter your pet in the beauty portion of the contest, because you have an opportunity to win, and the winner takes all. That's why I made adjustments for pets just like yours, because I understand that we have pets that, Voodoo had nothing. Okay. 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 Donna, I must have left because it was a nothing burger. Okay. That wasn't a read or a drag. What it was embarrassment. I'm just saying. Okay, so we have some opinions on that. Yeah, I think the buildup that he was giving on his community wall had me thinking like, oh my goodness, I have absolutely no idea why he's mad at Modney. So maybe that would be more revealing, because I don't think anybody knows. Does anybody know what happened with him and Modney? Because the last I heard, him and Modney were quote unquote fake internet boos, and that was his internet boo, quote unquote. You know, not really, so they say, but they treated each other as internet booze. So let me see what you're saying. Um, it was just okay. It sounded like he was censoring himself and still not saying what he felt. That's exactly how I felt about it too. Okay, Ronnie Q, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I hope you think about it and participate. Hey Patricia Moore, how are you? Okay, let me see what you guys have to say. Um, that wasn't a read or a drag. Oh, I already said that. Where did you type that twice? Hey, Sophie, how you doing? Grand rising to you as well. Okay. Uh, one thing, one thing is his voice. He doesn't have the voice to drag. Okay. Now, there was a lot of talk. Hey, Dreamy, Genie Blue. There was a lot of talk that Voodoo had a camera. So, and when I was watching it, I didn't even look at the screen to see the camera slip. Did you guys see the camera slip? So there is a lot of chatter about the camera slip. Can Zulu enter Jay Dunn? No, Jay Dunn is not allowed on my panel. I'm not going back and forth with Jay Dunn and her shenanigans. I've given Jay Dunn all the opportunities and chances Jay Dunn will ever get, and that's it. I missed it. I'll check it out today. Okay, Pam, check it out today. Hey, Foot Soldier. Good morning to you. Let me see what you're saying. Uh, why did he say Ness walk in cursive though? Because of the distinctive uh leg that Ness has. I think that's why he said that. You know, some people call Ness Special K out here on these YouTube streets. So that may be why he said that about her walking in cursive. Because, I mean, let's face it. Where's my picture? I took it off because I thought I wouldn't need Ness's picture today. Very Carrie, I think you're just trying to be funny because you already know about Ness and her Special K leg. So I can't find it. Um, but I think that's why he called her walking in cursive. Okay. So um, let's see what else you guys are saying. Hey Dominique, the drag, the drag was lackluster. Did he get? Did she get him back? She got him back a little bit. She really didn't go in hard on him, but you know, her giving him light was way harder than what he gave her, in my opinion. Hit that like button if you hadn't already done it yet. Share and subscribe. That's right, James Fareed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, very Carey was just being messy. Uh, he said his own name. I, I didn't hear that. Oh my goodness. Hey, Hood Scriptures. I did not hear him. He slipped and said his own name. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Okay. I'm wondering if the camera slip was something just Kimmy already had, but just never released it. Oh. So you didn't see the camera slip. Okay. So I heard just Kimmy had hit Ness's link to show the camera slip, and then Ness said that she was going to put it in her movie IG page, and if anyone wanted to see it, they could go over to her movie IG page and check it out. Now, Youngest said she heard it, and the real K Fit said it happened in the middle of the show. Okay, so I wasn't watching my camera because I had already seen the camera slip. You know, some camera slips are saved in certain places in, in archives and everything, so they will not be lost or forgotten in beef sector history. There are some things that are always saved for beef sector history. So just be clear. Just be clear. If it happens on YouTube, it may be documented. And that's all I have to say about that. And that's all I have to say about. Oh, okay. Thank you, Dominique Devereaux. Thank you, Beef Sector. You get what I was putting down, girl. Okay. I was thinking on my own, why did he do that? Somebody got it for sure. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, so uh, um, I think Ness was going in on his teeth. I think there was a read about his teeth that Ness did, but like I said, she put it on her IG movie wall, and then she was like, "Oh, look how many of you guys are requesting to be on my IG page. You guys are so messy." Okay, so a lot of people may have seen it. It was a couple of reads on his teeth or whatever. I don't know or think he will care about it. Voodoo, I just would suggest to you maybe you should go live more frequently, and you can get the bugs out. And it seems like you can let go and let have because you always messy. But is Voodoo really that messy? Because we hear him ask questions of other people people. But see, it's one thing to ask questions of other people to get them to say some things, but he does a lot of ooh, he doesn't make a lot of definitive statements himself that can come back and have people question him. So we need to hear. I think we need to hear more of a voice. That's just my opinion. That we need to hear more of a voice from Voodoo. So Ness brought up the Voodoo brought up the Halloween competition, and he said that was the first time when he was really through with Ness. So this also brought up something, and it inspired someone else. So Ness then start replaying clips from her Halloween contest. She went through and she played certain little clips, and then she say play certain, like when she interrupt that lady and start cursing that woman out, and the woman stopped like, who you talking to? And then it was just like had totally forgotten about. I forget who that was. Remember when she interrupted the lady who was doing a spoken word thing, and that's like, oh fuck this shit, you motherfuckers don't coming in here. And it was like she didn't even realize the lady was in the middle of her performance. And then the lady, I think she was the Mad Hatter, and she was like, who the fuck you talking to? And then I think Kimmy kind of smooths it away. It was Black Swan. Yes, it was Black Swan. So she replayed that for herself, and she was totally embarrassed that she had done that. So that happened. So she was replaying little special parts of her performance. So I am going to share my screen with you guys and let you see some of the things that she highlighted in her performance. Okay, here we go. And I am going to give you the link for this video as well. And I hope you guys go over here, subscribe, and enjoy, and hit the like on this video. Okay, so this is a rendition of Ness's Halloween party. Okay, let's go. Okay, it comes with its own music, and I cannot play the music. So they're playing I Got Five on it right now. Let's not forget Ness's pretty red dress. She says she had on 8-inch heels that night. I walk in 8-inch heels. Sassy came on and showed her shoes, and she said, me and Sassy have the same style, except I like wearing heels. I had 8-inch heels on that Halloween contest. So we have a new Sims out, you know, going over what happened during the now that is Pisshole, the alien right there. We see Ness, we saw Jay Dunn at the start, and it is to its own music. I see Lady Nika in the back. I see Triple Red X sitting beside her. So it is a full cast of characters, none other than the Jay Dunn, Lady Nika, and Triple Red. So it was the contest. We see Rico over here. We see a lot of cast of characters. This is set to some great music. It has a dance scene in it, like all of her videos have, and it kind of recreates Ness's competition. We got Pumpkin carving. Look at Lady Snoop. The pumpkin weighs more than her. So yeah. Now Ness is getting more messed up as the night goes on. So things are about to go bad now. So if you want to enjoy yourself with Crazilla Love's Sims creation of the beef sector, there is a new one out. Okay, that is James Caldwell. Okay, so yeah, we have everybody in here. Who is that? I don't know who this is on the left. That couldn't be Brie because the stomach wasn't hanging low enough on the thighs. Okay, there's Lady Snoop and stuff. So go check out Crazilla Love Sims, the recreation of Ness's horrid Halloween bash. Okay, so let me put the link in here one more time. Okay. Now, okay. Miss Boyd, having a good day. Hey, T. Evans. I was wondering if that was just read my book. Thank you, T. Evans. I was like, that kind of looks like just read my book. Okay. That Black Swan part was funny as hell. You go. Yeah, because she was just, I mean, she just like went all crazy and stuff. And Black Swan looked like, who the hell are you talking to? And Ness was just out of her mind. Um, okay, so good morning, Miss Boyd. I can't speak individually, getting my workday started. Okay. Well, thank you for being in the clouds. I appreciate your support. Okay, so let me see. What was that girl's name that did the Sims show? Uh didn't she didn't she do those cartoons too? Um no. I No, the only person that I know who does The Sims is Crazilla Love. So she's the only one that I know who does The Sims. Who did the cartoons? I remember when Five Babe were doing those bad cartoons. That's really the only person I know who did the cartoons. Or Dovey. No, that wasn't Dovey. I know Dovey Sim. I think that was just read my book. Okay. Did you read my comment earlier about voodoo? Let me find your comment earlier. I see the comment about Black Swan. Let me see what you said about voodoo. No, I don't see your comment about voodoo. Can you rewrite it, Miss LA? Kay Summers, that's right. Kay Summers, I forgot about her. She's been gone so long. Yes, she used to do those Sims. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, ladies. Okay, so we have that. So speaking of um, now, Ness and Big Sixy are still at it. So speaking of Ness's IG, did you guys see that the next Umarian that Big Sixy is trying to make as such a great sensation? He's a great attention whore. He's very tragic. You know, he's kind of like the freeway crash that you see on the freeway that has you sitting in traffic for 3 hours, but then when you get to the crash and it's all clear in front of you, you are still inching by because you can't help look at the wreckage that is out in front of you. So instead of you're frustrated, you sat an hour in traffic for 3 hours, you think you gas it up, but you still have to look at the wreckage and going at a snail pace to look at the wreckage. So that is kind of what this Shakimi reminds me of. So it is alleged that he and Big Sixy was supposed to do another one of these tired and through rap showcases. So, and then are you guys okay, you still yeah, that was her. Okay. Okay, so are you guys familiar with the fact that they had pinned this all up and they were like, okay, everything's done. He sent me money to do this. So then comes a screenshot from Ness's group chat. So the screenshot is from Shakimi. And he said, why don't me and you do a show? Damn, Ness, because Brianna not about to play in my face. Now, this is after he and Brianna had sealed the deal and confirmed that this is what they were doing together. So Shakimi goes in Ness's group chat and says this. And then someone else, I don't know who moon sign Gemini is. I don't know if that's Ness. I don't think that's Ness, but someone else says, let her say it out loud, Shakim. Why you scared? And then he comes back and says, it's not about being scared. I meant to send that to her personally, not in the group chat. So Shakimi, I guess that wasn't Ness. The second person was saying, let her say it out loud, Shakim, why you scared? And he said, oops, I didn't meant to write this in the group chat. So Shakimi is back there being the same Shakimi that he has always been, playing these silly ass whores. And then so here comes Big Sexy. I guess she got a sniff of it out of them big nostrils that she have. So Big Sexy sniffed it out, and then here she comes. The hurt and pain of being stabbed in the back 2 times in 1 week. Oh, oh, so did you guys get a wind of that? Did you guys get a gander of that foolishness? And these are the people who they are thrusting out in the beef sector. This is the new beef sector. Oh, oh, the hurt of being stabbed in the back because I'm used to being the backstabber and then playing like I'm so innocent. Oh my God. My God. So yeah, that's what's going on in the beef sector. Ain't shit going on in the beef sector. I am so tired of these plays and this bull crap. So what are you guys? Am I missing something? Is there something? Hey Rhonda, how you doing? Hey Auntie Donna. Okay, so is there anything that I am missing? I don't know if Sir I haven't seen Sir King. Oh, speaking of Sir King. Okay. So uh not to be morbid, not to be morbid at all. Uh James did a live where he was who was James reading? James did a live yesterday to get at Reed. James and Reed are fighting. So Reed says something to the effect that James has had an opportunity to sit with Dr. Heavenly. Oh, let me end my poll. That he had an opportunity to sit with Dr. Heavenly, and if he's so proud and he takes up for the beef sector, why is it when he had the opportunity to sit with her and someone wrote something about what is the beef sector, James tried to skip over that and act as if he did not hear it. Good morning, Miss T Velocity. Good morning, Choreo Lover. And yeah, so Reed he was responding to that. And yeah, they're having a back and forth. But I don't know if it was technically a olive branch that James offered Reed. He said, "It seems like you want to be back here over here with me." So he answered her that he has taken up for the beef sector many times. And yeah, I don't know where their beef is going, but James did a live, is my point. I am looking for something. Excuse me, I'm losing my thought. Okay, so that's what's going on with James and Reed. So, uh, it was somewhere else I wanted to go with that, but I'm looking for something and I lost my train of thought. Okay, excuse me 1 second. Okay, okay. So, let me see what you guys are saying. Hey, Skillet, how you doing? I wouldn't bring up the beef sector either. Reed wanted him to shout out the beef sector. No, someone actually, no, someone in the her chat brought up the beef sector, and she was the one who saw it and she read it. So she caught him. Reed caught that and said, "Well, how come you didn't, promote the beef sector if you're so proud of being in the beef sector? And it's just not all." Scandalous people in the beef sector and da 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 da. So yeah, they're going back and forth a little bit. And I wonder if this is going to get any worse before it gets any better. Oh, I got my train of thought back. So while James was live, somebody in the chat, it was this heat wave. Is this heat wave in the live? If not, it was this heat wave who wrote a message. He talked about Terry P. And he said that he knew that Sir King was really angry with Lemon because he started talking about the Terry P situation. And he said that he really didn't want him to go there, and a lot of people didn't want him to go there, and they were able to talk him down. But uh Was it this? Yeah, it was this heat wave. If it wasn't you, this heat wave, please excuse me, because I think it was this heat wave who wrote in the chat. I heard that Cherry P had passed away. Is that true? So James said he did not say yes or no. He said I'm not gonna something to the fact that I'm not gonna talk about that or discuss that. So I don't know if you guys caught that, and I don't know where Heat Wave may have heard that. I have never heard that, and James didn't discuss it. So I hope Terry P is well. That's just my whole reason for bringing that up. I really hope. Uh, yeah. hmm So I was that really surprised me, and I was like, "What?" And yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying it is true. I'm just saying how the whole transaction went down between he and that question. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I hope Terry P is doing well, and if she's ill, let's send up some prayers for Terry P's family and hope that all is well. Okay. Yeah, and she usually pops in and out irregularly, but she usually will show her face. But maybe she's taking a whole break from YouTube. Okay, I hope not. That last time she was on YouTube, she was telling people she was uh back out in the real world. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She used to pop in frequently, and then the times between her popping in spread out more and more and more. And maybe she's just totally weaned herself from it. And I that's why I wish Heat Wave was here, because I don't know where she might have gotten that from. Hey, Vashti, thank you for being here. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if you guys, obviously you guys didn't see that. But I think he actually read the question out loud. And then it was a lot of people like, what in the chat as well. But let's pray that Cherry P and her family is doing well, and she's just weaned herself off of the B sector BS. And I have no idea where anything like that was garnered. Okay. She's young and has a young child. Okay. Okay. So is there anything else that I'm missing? I noticed a lot of avatars are missing. A lot of content is missing. Hey, Gummy Bama, how are you doing today? Good morning to you too. Okay. Okay. So, Korea Lover. Korea Lover, I showed a video earlier, and I know this is you, Korea Lover. Korea Lover is my mod during the COVID. Wait a minute. During COVID, Korea Lover said that she had so much free time, allegedly, that she taught her dog all these different tricks and stuff. So I am sure that this is Choreo Lover's pet. I'm gonna share the screen with you one more time, and I know that this is a black person's pet, because if you look, I always be looking in the background when people show their houses and stuff. But somebody sent me this clip, and they said, I think this is Choreo Lover's dog. Choreo Lover did not enter the perfect pet competition the last time, but I'm sure she's going to enter June 8th. So let me show you a clip of what is suspected to be Choreo Lover's well-trained dog out here. So, Choreo Lover, sign up and quit stalling on me. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me remove this comment. I want to make sure you guys see everything. Hey, Film, how you doing? Okay, so here we go. 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Okay. Okay, if you guys want to watch that again, I put the link in there for you. And the dog was that listen, I am telling you, those that was not a dub over those sounds. That dog was actually making that music come out of that piano that way. Okay, I watched that thing about 10 to 15 times, and that dog was playing, making that noise. No, I don't think so. Because you have to look at the artwork, you have to pay attention to the background. And that artwork that they had it was not indicative to me of a black person. Okay. Yes, that was my dog, and it wasn't easy, girl. Pat yourself on the back. You what you say? Oh, give me your devices. A view is a view. Okay, so Miss Toby, as does Tiana do that? Tiana probably plays the guitar or the violin. It's more like Tiana's speed. Okay, Rascal, he plays the drums, and Saucy, what does she play? She plays the clarinet. Yeah. So I don't have much for you guys today. What are you guys? Is there anything that I missed before we leave? It's going to be a short one today. King Roman News, I know, is going live. Let me see. Yeah, in like an hour or so. So if anyone want to hit the link is pinned. Uh, we got a whole band, yes. And we saw that Choreo Lover Dog does sing. I think a View is a View puppy will sing alto. So yeah, we got a whole band going. Vic and his daughter. What about Vic and his daughter? Very Carrie, you have to tell me. I don't know anything about the Vic and his daughter thing. Okay, why don't you? I think this would be a murderous weekend. What do you think? Well, I don't see anything on the horizon. It can be some fake bullshit this weekend, but I don't see anything that's murderous. You know, that dog was beautiful. It was beautiful. I was wondering where King Roman News was. Yes, he's going live this morning at around, I believe, 9 o'clock. You may want to check your notifications. I don't know if he put out notifications, but he is going live today. I hear. Okay. Woo, the statement he made. What? Wait a minute. What am I missing about Vic and his daughter? What statement did Carrie? Can you hit the link and let me know? I didn't hear anything about Vic and his daughter. Okay. I'm glad we're over the fake storylines about Brie and Lemon. Thank you for putting my Amazon link up. Okay, let me see. Okay, Vic is, I think, is started over by Lemon. He seems to think that it's okay to say his daughter. Oh my God. Oh my God. How old is his daughter? How old is his daughter? Oh my God. And all of this is to back up that story of him defending his alleged friend who was 17 and messing with a 12 or 13-year-old girl. Oh my God. That says a lot about his parenting. I mean, sometimes I mean to say that get on the whole Beyonce or Al Gore internet to say that, what are you actually saying? I mean, we do know that it does happen, but this is a two-parent household. And Vic said his 13-year-old daughter is. And he said that like it was okay, like it was no big deal. What context was that put in? Oh, I'm pretty sure he said that. This is my belief. I'll put it like this. My belief is because that story came out about that dude who he is friends with and who is allegedly married to the 13-year-old that he was active with, that and Vic said that it's okay, it's no big deal, why y'all tripping, they're married now. So just the fact that they're married now exits out the whole inappropriate relationship that people were talking about. I never talked about it because it didn't. It wasn't about anything that happened in our sector. It happened so many years ago, but it's unfortunate that Vic would. I'm coming. It was unfortunate that Vic would come out here and put his daughter. It seems like that's the only reason he would put his daughter into the mix is to defend what he said about this other situation. That's just my opinion. There's no need for him to talk about his daughter and what she is or is not doing in as far as being active like that. That's crazy. That is, these people are really nuts, I tell you. Carrie, that's you.
Me.
Hey girl.
Hey, Ronnie Q. Good morning. I can't be too long.
I
Um, I
understand.
I was saying I think it started over there by Lemon's channel yesterday. I was seeing it posted on a few community walls, and then I went over by the Church of Diet Melanin on her channel. She was talking about it. Apparently, as usual, Vic seems to talk a lot. He seems to embarrass his family. He'll talk about his personal business online like it's nothing. I think she's now hit puberty, and he's talking about it, and he's pretty much saying, there's nothing wrong with her having sexual intercourse at 13. He sees nothing wrong with it. There's a clip of it, you can hear it because Diet was reviewing it over there, not a lot, where what he actually said. um but to him, he feels like because he was doing that when he was younger, it's okay. And why is it okay for boys to be doing it at that age but not girls? So for him, her being sexually active at 13 is a baby. I was playing Mario and all that shit at 13. I was busy enjoying childhood at that time. My parents made sure I was being a child at that age. But for him, he thinks it's okay if children are having sex at that age. And he was even on his live stream last night talking to his wife. And like what age did you start having sex? Like they are making it seem as if it's okay. No, I'm just saying, Vic, if you did start having, sexual intercourse at an early age, it doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean it's right. You can break the cycle, Vic. You can break it if your parents weren't making sure that you stayed out of trouble, that you weren't doing what you weren't not supposed to do. You're gonna have to be worried about your child bringing in another baby, your child taking in another child in your home if she starts having sex at 13 years old. You can break the cycle, Vic. You can stop it. It's not okay. A,
And
a child
if
who's
he
13, that's a baby right there.
and if he feels that it's okay for his child at 13 to be having intercourse, and he also felt that it was okay for a child of 13 to be having intercourse with someone who was damn near a grown man, 13, 5
13
years
and
older than her.
17.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so would that be in play with him as being okay? Obviously that would be okay with him as well. I mean, it's just like this is some unnecessary stuff that does not need to be put on the internet. And let's understand that not just girls, boys can be taken advantage of at a young age because you hear some men be saying that, oh well, if I was in high school and my teacher was coming on to me, I'd be excited. But that is
That is sick.
yes, that is sick. And they
Perverted
think that
behavior.
it's so good that a boy can get an older person or something like that. That's the male type of thinking, and not trying to accept that these boys are being physically abused as well. When you have somebody much older coming
Older,
on to
right.
them. So it doesn't make a difference. You can still be exploited as a boy at a young age, and then to be like, oh, well, I was doing it at that age. But what was it? Do you really want to tell all the real circumstances of what happened? Or are you just trying to stick your chest out in bravado? I mean, because it takes a lot for men to get real about being violated,
They're not a
inappropriately.
Right. They don't understand that they were being violated. They just thought, oh, I was 17 and I was getting it in. And, you have older males who will be hyping them up and be like, yeah, you were doing it already and stuff. But it's not okay. It's not okay for adults to even want to look at children to have, I don't even want to say those words right now on your morning show, but it's sick. It is sick that people think that, abusing children, targeting children with their that word behavior,
Mhm.
it's just not okay. And a lot of people, a lot of children right now, they don't understand that when they're being targeted by adults, that they are being violated, they are being assaulted. It's not a
Yeah.
good look. And those people who are saying, well, my boy started early, it's nothing wrong. Well, whose daughters were they doing it with? Did you ever think about that? Do you
Mhm.
ever think about those children that they're having sexual intercourse with? They are babies. They are children, and you should ensure that they enjoy childhood and wait until, the right time. I'm just saying, I gotta go, Ronnie Q.
All right. Bye bye. All
All right,
right. Thank
thank
you,
you.
Sherry. I appreciate you coming up. Now, of course, Linda B, I know not all males think of it that way, but I remember when William, you guys know, oh, William, what is William? What is William's name? Oh my God. Carruthers. William Carruthers, they were having a conversation and he said that his first time was with was with an adult woman who was much older than him. I forget the age that he said, but he didn't think of it as being a violation. And the longer he was talked to, people was like, hey, no, that wasn't right. He said, well, back in the day, but it doesn't matter. See, people think that the time that it happened, the era that it happened, because people weren't taught to understand that, this is wrong. And anyway, okay, of all the things to be out here talking about your daughter, what are your daughter's grades? What extracurricular activities do you have your daughter in? Obviously not enough, because she got time. You sitting up here saying that she has time to be doing this. Are you taking her to any after school programs, any extended learning things to prepare her, college prep classes? See, these are the things that you would think that a proud parent would be out here saying about their child. And it's just like, well, it's just pathetic. It's really pathetic. Okay, now you said most men first encounter is with older women is celebrated by fathers. Okay, just Ronnie Q. Um, it is normalized among boys unless they are taught and raised better. Yeah. So, hey, Nurse Shay, how you doing? I think that is like I don't even want to further go into this because Vic creeps me out on just on my own, and the fact that he is just out here talking about a 13-year-old, his own 13-year-old like that, and was talking you know standing up for his friend doing that. I mean, it's just that's just not my conversation about this 17-year-old and 13-year-old because it's my opinion. I can have my opinion, and you have to understand what was the law, you know, during the period of time. But it has been stated by some people that this person had not continued to check in as an SA offender, and that he could or is oh yes, okay, this is what it is. Okay, so Victimone was on Lemons not last night, the night before last, and Grish came up, and Grish was talking, and Vic came up real defensive, real angry, and he said, Grish was saying, well, the fact of the matter is your boy I don't know if she was talking about Shaquem. She was talking about Shaquem at one point, but it did lead into the other guy as well. So you guys may want to go back and catch Grish when her and Vic is on Lemons, because I wasn't paying that much attention to Vic because he just disgusts me. But I think Grish was saying something to the effect that your boy is in trouble too, and you're not going to be able to save him. Don't quote me. Go listen for yourself. When you see Grish, it's a 9-hour live, but when Grish and Vic are on the panel, it's more within the last hour and a half or the last hour of the live. So you can red ball it until you see Grish and Vic on the panel together, and you can hear their discussion. But Vic was quite angry with Grish because I know Grish had been writing hard about that situation. So, and she was the one who, oh, and Grish also exposed, she was like, Vic, didn't the last time I talked to you asked me, was your marriage really real? And then Vic was like, and he tried to avoid the question. She said, no, Vic, I just want to know, the last time that you were on and we talked, did you ask me, was your marriage really real? Is that the question that you asked me? And then she goes, and then he go, yeah, I said that. Yeah, I asked you that. And she said, well, no, your marriage isn't real. You got a fake marriage. There's no marriage on paper. So Vic been getting it. I don't know. He said, yeah, honey, my wife is right here. Honey, where's the marriage license? And then you can hear him shuffling papers. I got a stack of papers in my hand and I'm going to find it and I'm going to prove it that it's real. I was like, oh my, hey, informant sugar, hit the link and tell me. Thank you for dropping in because I didn't want to get that conversation wrong. I knew you were talking about Shakimi definitely has an arrest warrant out. But what did you say anything about that other dude too? Because I know it has been brought out that allegedly he hasn't registered the way he should have. But if you want to hit the link, I got a couple of questions for you since they brought up this situation that Grish, our person, for clarification. Happy Friday to you, Bristol. Hey, Benzone. Good morning. Let me see if Grish is going to hit the link to clarify because I wasn't clear on that. You are correct, Ronnie Q. He should be preparing his daughter to obtain a full scholarship to an Ivy League school. And I just look at him, an idiot at his best. Yes, you should be saying, you should be trying to get some resources for some of these educated women instead of trying to tell these women how it's okay. This is the most dangerous time for your daughter to be active because she's 13. She doesn't know the ramifications of what sex well, she probably have heard about it, but she it cannot encompass that if she mess around and go out here and get pregnant, her life is going to be so much harder than it actually need to be. So this is the time when he should be instilling something in her to make her want to better herself as opposed to hopping on some peen. You understand what I'm saying? Because you know, a 13-year-old can say, "Oh yeah, well that's where babies come from," but they don't understand the ramifications of being a teen mom. Uh, they don't understand the cost and the things that they have to give up in their life, the things that they have to bypass in their life if that was to happen. So they don't understand the protection. They can be lulled into having practicing unsafe intercourse and then wind up with diseases and all these types of things. A 13-year-old should not be a 13-year-old. You're not even in high school at 13. Most kids are not in high school at 13. Most kids get, especially this time of year, you would be 14 to be a freshman in high school. No, I just don't get it. I don't get it. There's no 13-year-old ninth graders in the end of May. No, probably the beginning of high school. I don't know. That's crazy. I guess Grish can't hit the link. Okay. Yes, please hit the like. I would appreciate it. Let me see. Okay. According to a 2010 UNFPA report, India has the highest number of adolescents having kids. 2017 estimates from the NFA cites that there were 11.8 million adolescent pregnancies in India. Yeah, that's a lot. Not women's bodies, but men's choices can uh control your peeing. Okay. So I guess Grisha isn't gonna hit the link. I guess she doesn't have anything to add to the conversation. He's gross. He's gross. Okay, I definitely agree. There's a 12-year-old pregnant at my mom's school, and the little girl's boyfriend is abusive. I couldn't believe it. Oh my god, how old is the boyfriend? Beef sector. And- Oh, Grish is back here. I wonder how old is this abusive boyfriend? He's probably he could be 12 years old too because they mimic what they see at home.
How you doing?
Hey, Grish, you gotta keep talking. Let me make sure you don't have an echo.
Yeah, hello?
Hey,
Okay, what's happening?
you have a slight
I
echo,
do want, let
but
me come back now.
okay, that's crazy. Oh my god, why would you tell anyone that information, even if trolling? Why put that on your child? Poor parenting. Oh my god. Okay, the boyfriend is the same age, and he got suspended for slapping her. They are in middle school. Yeah, that's horrible. And there is so much, he has access to a lot of educated women. He has access to a lot of resources right here with people on YouTube. And this is the best that he can do. You think he'd be wanting better for his child and be trying to hit some people up to try to get some information, try to hear some things that could give his daughter a foot up in the game. You know what I'm saying? But it just seems like he just wants that generational type of lifestyle where the child doesn't exceed the parent, which it used to be the opposite, that the parents wanted to make sure that their child did better than them in life. So oh, he's just ugh. I mean, to say that, he shouldn't even be discussing the life, the intimate life of his daughter on here, in my opinion. Okay. If you use a view 13, she was running in the Junior Olympics and went to college on an academic scholarship. Are you talking about Wilma Rudolph? Let me see. Are you guys talking about Wilma Rudolph? Okay, I listened to a video over by Lady Law, and they called to verify that Vic's friend was still on the registry. The lady said that he was an active what? He was an active what, T. Evans? Y'all don't know a lot of girls are having. Yes, I do know that. That is what a lot of girls are doing, and a lot of them are winding up with what? Because since they feel like since they're having intercourse in this manner, that they feel like, well, I'm doing it here, so I can't get pregnant. So they're doing what? They're not using protection, and they're opening themselves up to uh sexually transmitted diseases. Let's be clear. A lot of their booty holes is looking like cauliflower because they have so many anal warts. And let's understand that the rectum does not expand as much as the vaginal walls. So therefore, if they are having unprotected intercourse, they are also opening themselves up to a whole lot of diseases, including HIV, because you get more rips and tears as opposed to that part of your body being able to stretch. And let's be clear, these are 13-year-olds. They are immature. I don't know who they're having it with. Even if it's a grown person, they're probably not going to take any type of care to make sure that the person is receiving it in the right way, and they're not ripping them open and all this type of stuff. And it could be small minute tears. I'm not talking about totally gutting them like a bucket of breeze coochie chitlins. I'm talking about it could be small minute little tears that can lead them susceptible to getting STDs. It's just crazy. It's what they call it, STIs now. I was trying to think of what it was. They call it STIs now. No, I'm trying to be clinical as I can, but I'm very serious about this because a lot of girls think, and also let's let's all, what is sperm known to do? Sperm is a like a magnet to the egg. Now, okay, so you can get runoff. You can get runoff in the vaginal area and still become pregnant. There are instances of that happening as well. You think that okay, I'm safe because, like, think about it. They don't want to get pregnant, so they don't think they have to use a condom if they're doing it in that area. I mean, come on. I'm just being technical. I'm trying to be as technical. Oh, the chitlins stay. Yeah, you're not split open like no chitlins, but you get a little small little tears, and you can be in trouble. Oh, I threw in the chitlins. Okay, I forgot. Oh, my bad. Okay. My grandparents married young and had children young, and a lot of people married young back then. That is true. My grandmother, my grandmother was a young bride. My grandfather was, I think, 14 years older than her, but she was 18, and he was older than her. He was, yeah. So that was the thing back then, and and you notice a lot of families back in the day had a lot of children because every season their wives were pregnant because they had poor access to birth control, and even some of the women who didn't have 11 and 12 children, they had at least 5 or 6 or something like that. So yeah. And we may be going back to that if we don't pay attention to this dang on election. Some of these CCs will sell their souls for content and clout. They will give up their family for $1, and that is ridiculous. That is I don't know what happened to Grish. Grish, the link. Isn't the link pinned? Let me make sure um, Grish can see the link. Maybe she's somewhere where she needs to get settled in. But yeah, that is just not no good commentary at all. What he's talking about. Society was different then. Some communities are teen and older men, and it was okay. And children had responsibilities back then. Yeah. What exactly did I walk in? Girl, I don't know. You need to red ball it back a little bit. Okay, we were talking about Vic stating that his daughter was sexually active at the age of 13. And then we went into how a lot of young children are having anal sex to prevent from getting pregnant. And then I was talking about the simple fact that they are having anal sex. A lot of them are also they're also at a high risk of getting sexually transmitted diseases. Chlamydia is one of the fastest growing diseases, and there has been no downtick in the cases of new chlamydia uh, being struck up because chlamydia is dependent upon more the woman finding out that she has it, and a lot of men are walking around not even knowing they have it. So if you're in situations where you're not communicating that you have this, and then these men are walking around spreading it, spreading it, and spreading it, and if you go too long with chlamydia, you can wind up losing the ability to have children. So this is just some factual, scientific things that goes hand in hand with having intercourse. So that's what you walked in on. We were having some real. I was trying to say it as scientifically as I could, but there's that. Each person has their own situation, especially on the island. Island. How many women and men I meet from the islands with 2 or 3 sets of children? Okay. Oh, you meant from the real island because Lipstick Alley calls the beach sector the island. That's why I laughed when I saw the island. Okay. My parents taught to me at an early age, but I had no interest as a kid. I didn't have any interest either. I was just like, oh, that's, that sounds painful. I didn't have any type of interest. Nowadays, these young children, 13, are running away with grown men on the internet. That is so true. And I think that it's unfortunate that our uh, music influences, a lot of our television influence has really stripped down um, the fact of falling in love, uh, waiting for someone who you really care for is kind of like pushed to me. Like if even on TV, even in movies, that if it's a young couple, it's an automatic that they are or they're supposed to be having intercourse. Whatever movie that you see, mostly if it's made, if it's a rated R movie, and if it has a teen couple in there, it's a given that they're having intercourse. Okay, Grish is back. Uh,
Okay, hello? Hello?
okay, much better now.
Okay.
Much better.
Girl, I went and had me some coffee, the whole thing. Had me some-
I was wondering what happened. I said she must be in a bad area. She has to get it together.
I had me so I'm putting an addition onto the house, so you hear what the workmen's they're working, and so I went and got me some food when I can. Every time they take a little break. So what's happening?
Okay, so they were talking about that Vic came out and said that his 13-year-old was sexually active and that she has a
Okay.
menstrual cycle now, so she's sexually active. And then I said, well, this is my thinking. And I said, well, maybe he said that because of his friend that he was trying to take up for, who was having intercourse allegedly with a 17-year-old, and Vic was trying to say that he found that okay. And I was saying, well, maybe he put his own daughter, like he would be okay if it was even his own daughter. So what I wanted to know was, and then I started talking about, and if I'm not mistaken, I heard it's alleged that this dude has not signed in with the registry, and he's supposed to be signed in with the SA registry. And then I said, and I think I heard, I'm not sure, that he is the cops are he has a warrant or something out for him. And I said, I don't know if I'm getting that confused with Shakimi, but I'm definitely, I heard that Shakimi allegedly has a warrant, arrest warrant out for him, but I couldn't remember if I was conflicting the stories, if the other dude has an arrest warrant out for him because he hasn't registered.
Okay. So first of all, respect to the host, respect to the chat. I love your morning show, and keep going because it's great. Okay, so we're gonna talk on. I'm gonna call them Vinny because they're very sensitive, so I don't want them to hit your show. So we're gonna call him Vinny. Vinny runs off at his mouth. Um, he starts with people, but when you start with me, I check you out and see who I'm fighting against. I don't know who I'm fighting against. I don't know a lot of these people on here. So when I did see, I saw that he has a lovely wife, and the wife could do so much better. She could do so much better. And I'm talking about the one that made the statement about his daughter. The daughter is great, doing wonderful. You get what I'm saying? So the bad part of the element is him. If they could get rid of him, they have a great life. For him to run off at his mouth like that, you understand? I don't see anything with the daughter. I'm just being honest. I see like awards, and you know what I'm saying, and she's doing great, and everything's going great. So I really think he just ran off at his mouth. That's my opinion. Do I like him? No. Is he doing? Is he? I'm just saying. If it was me, I'd have been fixed my ceiling. Vinny should. You know what I'm saying? The family's doing great if they without him. That's my opinion. I don't see anything going on with the daughter. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm being honest because when I check, I don't see anything with her doing anything. I think he just ran off at his mouth trying to protect his. In my mind, this is my mind. I think he's trying to normalize. You know what I'm saying? His defense when he was first doing the way he's thinking, because there's nothing going on with the daughter that I've seen. I sometimes they have social media. I haven't seen anything with any boys or anything like that. I haven't seen anything. I'm not sticking up for him, but I'm telling you what I've seen. So we could go back to, he asked me, could I was telling him I checked and his friend is not married, not at all, not on paper, not on anything. So, but they do practice a certain religion where they might have a ceremony, and she might be a common law, and I could respect that. It has nothing really to do with me. But if he's gonna make broad statements, then have broad facts. Then he asked me, "What about my marriage? Is my marriage real?" And I said, "Yes," because I saw him with the ring. I'm just, we were just in the battle that was on Nessa's channel. And he said, "Aha, no, it's you'll never find her with my last name. So you didn't find no certificate for no marriage with me and her name on it." So I said, "Let me go check for him to make that
So
statement." Go ahead.
so he was admitting that like well no we're not because you'll never
He
find
was
no paperwork. So he basically said
his
it.
he said that on Ness. He said,
Mhm.
"You'll never find a paper with me and her name on it." And I'm going to put that on my wall so you guys could go back to that timestamp. And I was just in shock. I'm like, is he sitting there saying that, the obvious? So I go back and check, and he's correct. I don't see any marriage certificate with him and her on there. I don't see that. So now he jumps in with when I'm talking to little Kim. I'm going to say little, well, I can't say that. Well, little Zim. When I'm talking to little Zim, and we're going at it because there's paperwork that has come up that this person has missed desk appearances. They've had bench warrants, but they had another bond hearing and other hearings that this person refused to appear. And I believe some of it is virtual. Like, how lazy can you be? But no one's
Mhm.
stating how it was in how mysteriously the date of his concert. And I'm talking about Lil Zemi. His concert
Mhm.
was the same date of his bond hearing. No
And
one
who controlled what date his concert was? Himself.
himself. And no one is saying
Mhm.
anything about that. So now he pulls in this other dude with I'm gonna call him the ring. Everybody know who I'm talking about. He pulls him in because I asked him, I said, "Who made the date?" He said, "Lil Zimmy did." So Lil Zimmy pulled him in. Little Zimmy made the date. Little Zimmy made the flyer, and everybody just got sucked into it. Do you understand? Trying to help him out. So when they say, "Oh, the manager is responsible," no, Little Zimmy did that. Little Zimmy was the one that sat back and put all of this together. I'm just saying his mind is just his imagination. How he put this together was, and we fell for it. So now he has an alibi. Oh, I didn't show up because I had this. Oh, I didn't show up because I was putting this together trying to make money so I could pay the fine. You understand what I'm saying? When he shows up to
Mhm.
court. Oh, I didn't do this because I had this person helping me. Here's the text messages that they were trying to help me. So I'm really sorry. When the reality is, all you had to do was pay your fines, show up, pay your fees, pay your $400, pay your $200 over here. Pay if you didn't have the money because you're blowing it on memberships, then why
Mhm.
don't you just say that? So what happened was the court got up. I guess they've had enough, and they have a program called the Lean Program, which is the Law Enforcement Information Network, and the network consists of uh, courts. All the courts. See, they're sick of people running from warrants, and they're sick of people running, just taking off, and nobody can find them, and they disappear because the warrants expire. They expire. Some of them expire like a year. Some of them expire longer. And so they disappear and then they come back. And then, you know what I mean? So they put him in a system where the sheriffs, the regular police department, and any court that he show up to, they capture him, plus the FBI. So this really blew my mind because I was like, the FBI, but you can go check it out. So there's no way he can go. He's going to get picked up. And
Okay.
this was
So,
effect the 17th. So when I said that, Vinny showed up, I guess, in his defense. And
mhm.
so he showed up. Um, old man with no water showed up. A lot of people showed up, and I'm just was like, why didn't y'all show up the day he had the concert? Because this is public record, so everybody could have saw it and told him you have a hearing in the morning. Why don't take care of that? But nobody,
Now,
the people he cared about, nobody cared about that. But they care about the aftermath that now he's in trouble. But go ahead.
no, no, really, they really don't care about the aftermath. They care about the aftermath being found out about it. Found out about over here on the YouTube streets. Now, the thing about it is now Raw and her boyfriend showed up too on
Hmm.
that. I think it was over at Lemons. Now, have you heard that Raw page is no more?
Well, I'm gonna say this. At this moment, respect to Raw B, because how it started was Raw B brought it to light when it was just a regular hearing, and he had regular
Hmm.
court for fines. So it was like, wow, you have fines, okay. So, but me, I'm like a bloodhound. If I smell a scent, I'm gonna chase it. And I'm like, he kept missing this hearing and that hearing. And I knew when it came to the bond hearing, after you miss a bond hearing comes a warrant. And said to him, "You missed your bond hearing. What's going on?" And he was like, "I'm not worried about it. I'm raw." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "Okay." But you know what comes after that. And he's nothing's gonna happen. Because I guess it continued, nothing happened. But he didn't. February 4th, 2024, Michigan has changed the way they're doing certain things when you're a high risk person that doesn't show up for court. They're taking it more serious. And I guess he
Hmm.
didn't read that. And neither did Vinny, and neither did Old Man with No Water. Everybody's jumping on the messengers instead of seeing the message. And the bottom line is there's nothing that can be done. You can yell and scream at me all you want, but please step outside. They're saying, "Oh, I saw him look out the window." Yes, my team did see him look out the window. How come I didn't call the cops? Because I'm trying to get the reward. If I call the cops and they come pick him up, how can I get the reward, Mr. Finney? I'm trying to get it like everybody else.
Oh, so now here's another question that I want to ask you. Maybe I don't know if you may not be aware of this, but it seems like people over in this sector who are, trying to be the ushers of him to come in. It seems like another one has set up a show. You know that he has another rap showcase coming up, and he is supposed to be teaming with someone who coins herself Big Sexy in the show. They locked it up. It's ironclad, the date, and the whole nine. But then later yesterday, he went to IG message Ness, and this is what he said to Ness. Uh, why don't me and you do a show at Damn Ness because Brianna not about to play in my face? And then someone responds, let her say it out loud, Shakim, person. Why you so scared? And then he said, it's not about being scared. I meant to send it to her personally, not on the group app. So then someone who coins themselves Big Sexy said, the hurt and pain of being stabbed in the back 2 times in one week. So this is an ongoing thing that he wants to reproduce these concerts with different people, and he's positioning himself and scammering himself to the person who has more eyes and attention on them. But how do you feel that even with this stuff coming out, being discussed thoroughly over on Lemon's panel, that people in our sector are still making deals with this person? It's
Well, I
like
want
that.
to say shout out to Lemon because that's where it all went. I mean, Lemon has a phenomenal show. Ness has a
Hmm.
phenomenal show, and I think that the guards are turning. The hand of the guards are turning. You get where I'm coming from? I think that
Yeah.
at this moment, and listen, I can't be so cold. I come from that team. And I
Hmm.
think that Big Sexy is not as silly as everybody think. She's probably one thing about her. She's a couple of steps ahead. When you try to do something to her, she's a couple of steps ahead because she prepares. You get well. I'm just being honest. I got to be honest. And I think she knew this was going to happen, and she probably had something prepared for that, because she's not just going to sit there and play with them and not be prepared, because it's not that serious. You have to remember they trying to use her clout. She's not. She wasn't trying to use them. They were fillers. You know what fillers are? Like how
Yeah,
Ups is a
seat
filler.
fillers. Mhm.
They're
Mhm.
fillers, and so they were just filling the time on the show. You get what I'm saying? And I don't blame her.
Right.
If I could go and get a cup of water or a cup of juice while somebody keeps blapping their gums, I would use them too. But at this
Mhm.
moment, he's playing his hand. He's playing his hand, and he's very his options are running out. He needs the money. If you don't come up with this money when they capture you, you staying inside. If you don't come up with an additional, you know what I'm saying, fees and stuff, you staying inside. So
But it's
do you like
counterproductive. It's counterproductive because he allegedly are paying these people like he allegedly paid Ness $100 to host for a half an hour, and then they'll discuss if it went over. It's like but then he did the Eventbrite thing allegedly, so maybe that's why. As long as I get the show put on, then I can do my sleight of hand thing with the pay $50 for Eventbrite, and then you're going to get a link to the show, not knowing all the while that the show is going to be free on YouTube. That's where the show is being performed at. So
okay.
is that what it is?
Well, it goes back to the original thought, the algorithm, how they were paying people to be on here and to be on there, and then when that people start figuring that out, now they're doing the redirects. They're asking people redirects because the bottom line was to bring the traffic to them. You get what I'm saying? And when you
Okay.
have done the damage that you have done already, it doesn't matter how many redirects you get, we ain't coming. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? Now you get
Of
1K up
course.
in there, then you've pulled something off phenomenal on your own. You get what I'm saying? Stop. You see, he's only worried about the beef sector. No, brother, you doing all these phenomenal shows and doing all this incredible work to get this bond money and bail money and all this other stuff together. You should have the manosphere up in there. You should have everybody up in there. You get what I'm saying? So you hustling
Of
backwards
course.
pretty much. And
Right.
as for him saying that she's playing in his face, trust me, she's probably saw him coming the long way. And she just,
Oh,
you
okay.
know, that's my opinion. Because I don't see her being stupid. I don't
And I
see
don't
that.
see any and I don't see any redeeming value in him as to even waste my time with him. So maybe that is it. Maybe that's it. Now,
Right.
someone in the chat, somebody in the chat said Raw's page is up because she just posted 5 minutes ago. So
Yes, she did.
obviously that was a
Yeah.
rumor. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's up. I mean, let me just say this. I just want what's his name? Old man with water to know
Hmm.
that the Philadelphia Police Department has been informed of your LGBTQ hate crimes, statements, hate speech, that's what they call it. And they have the audio. So I just want to let him know that. I mean, this is the thing. His statement was he's going to help someone get a sex change and he's going to hit bust them upside the head. Those are lovely sentiments if it was jokes. But since they were not,
And this is somebody who is modded up over here, who is a who calls James mother, but they mod up him. If it was temporary, if it was 1 second, this is what we're doing over here in the beef sector, entertaining
the,
this,
the
and
thing
we
about giving, hmm I'm sorry.
go ahead,
No,
go
no,
ahead,
no, no. Because,
go ahead.
the thing about giving this person any shine, that's what the hustle was in the beginning. The hustle was to get him over here. That's what his whole thing was. And he figured if he can get over here, his arrogance is he can do your show better than you. He can get and his whole thing is he's going to try to get everybody to come to him. It's going to be nice in the beginning, but it always ends with an argument and with, you know what I mean? Him against you. I'm just letting you know. He's got to make everybody look like you're the bad guy and he's the good guy. Always remember that narrative. Always. Okay. So letting that snake into your grass is crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Why would you
I
invite a
agree.
snake into your on your property?
and he's gonna sure enough, be cursing you out. Look what he did to his boy, his bro. Look where well, yeah, they're cut from the same cloth. Let's be real. He did the same thing to him, and that may even be some fake stuff to get in over here. I'm thinking, if it seems to be a rift between those two, and you go to Ness's camp, and then I'll adore myself to the other camp, and then we can just bust this shit wide open.
I think it's fake because he's not showing what he said. He's not showing bad statements that he said about people.
It
You
ain't a
understand?
one-way
And
conversation.
now he has a mod stick. So you
Never.
do, I think it worked.
Yeah. Now Dovey Milton is coming up here to curse you out. You want Dovey up here?
Oh, of course.
Okay, because I was looking at the things she was writing in here, so I know that this is not going to be good. So I'm going to give you the
Oh, I
opportunity.
love it. I
Okay.
love it. Round two. We had one before on here.
Hey Dovey, how you doing? Dovey, that's you.
Okay, Ronnie Q.
All right.
Do you hear me?
What's going on? Yes, I hear you fine.
Yes, this me.
I hear you fine. What's going on, Dovey?
It's me.
Yes, Dovey. What do you want
Yeah.
to add to the conversation?
Yeah, what wait, hold on a second. There's a lot going right here. Hold on a second. Let me turn this down. Okay, Ronnie Q, you hear me clear now? And I want to know how
No,
if
I heard you
there's a
clear before.
ward out. Okay,
Dovey, we
if
don't hear
there's a
you.
ward
You
out,
Okay,
Shakeen,
hold
I
on,
think that's what
hold
it's
on,
like.
hold on,
Shakim,
hold
something
on,
like that.
hold on, hold on,
It's
hold on, Dovey. Dovey. Your phone is going in and out. Do you have two devices on, or you need to close one of your new YouTube tab? I hear
yeah. Hold on
echo
a
as
second.
well.
Let me turn all these there off.
This better be good. It better be some good
I
arguing
don't know
to
where
it.
the echo
Otherwise,
at.
this
I'm
ain't
right
gonna be a
here.
good moment. I love it when she's
I'm not
fussing at me,
home.
so she
But
better be
anyway,
doing some
I see. Could
fussing.
you hear me now?
Okay, I
Can you
hear
hear
you
me now?
good now. I hear you good. Okay, go ahead
Okay.
and say what you want to say.
Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, you hear me good now. Okay. Okay. If there's a award out for Shaquem, it's a reward. Then why don't you turn it? Why don't you turn him in?
Wonderful question. Now, can I answer it? How do you feel? You feel comfortable? Okay. So
Huh?
I was quiet while you talk. I'm gonna talk. Okay. Is that okay with you?
I was still talking.
Okay. Wonderful. So first of all, I want to say good
Get a
morning.
reward. Then why you don't turn him in?
See. Okay. Question asked again. So now are you?
Wait a minute, Dovey. Let her answer the question. We heard the question. Let her answer, please, Dovey.
Because I guarantee you, I'm gonna get interrupted. But that's the good part of talking to Miss Dovey, and I love Miss Dovey. I don't hate her at all because it's funny when she yells at me. Okay, so Miss Dovey, that's a good question, and I'm gonna answer it. The answer is why don't I
No.
turn him in? Well, I do. Okay, she's gone. But anyway, I do have people down there that are waiting for him to come outside. Just like other people that probably is aware of his warrant and waiting for him to come outside. You cannot, if you call the police on him, just because I saw him look out the window and that's what they told me. I was speaking to him on Mayor's platform one time and I explained to him that the warrant dropped on the 17th and that he should be prepared for that. And there's nothing going on. It's a lie. And then I was talking to him and I said, can you please come outside if it's a lie? And he looked out the window and they told me they see somebody out the window. I said, well, please don't look out the window, just come outside. And he dropped. And Vinny said to
He
me,
dropped from the
well,
panel.
He dropped off the panel. So now Vinny said to me, well, when they told you confirmation that he looked out the window, how come you didn't call the cops? Because if you call the cops, you don't get the reward. You get the reward when you turn him in. When I turn him in, that's when you get it. Anybody, if Dovey turn him in, she'll get the reward. Anybody that turns him in will get the
So
reward.
if you call the cops, what you're saying is if you call the cops and they go to his house and they collect him up, it is considered as them
That would be
capturing
correct.
him
That would be correct.
themselves. Okay.
Now, when you do that, that would be like at the last, like everybody's hostile around him. They won't let him up. They're protecting him inside, but you know he's inside. You then could call the cops if you don't want confrontation. But if he comes outside, he's fair game. He's fair
Hmm.
game. You don't do anything to him. He can't have a scratch on him. You have to turn him in the way that you find him. You get what I'm saying? And that's how it
Right.
works. So when he's saying, "Well, why didn't you do any?" Because it's not like on TV. You don't bust the thing in. If he's like a rapist or something like that, that's different. But this is he didn't show up for tickets, and Michigan changed the game. How they and then he said, "Well, you can call the police, but they ain't gonna do nothing," and that's why there is a warrant. Anyone can turn him in to assist with the justice.
Okay, now somebody's saying so he said there's no warrant and he was going to check. Well, how does he know that there's no warrant if he ain't checked yet? That
One
don't make
second,
sense.
Ronnie Q, this is what he said. He has a bondsman, and the bondsman was going to check in 50 minutes. That was yesterday at about, I would, around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Notice he then went live, and there was no talk about is it real or not. And I just want to let you know if you go to the Michigan courts in the 36th district court, you will find it. It's public record.
Okay. So yeah, so they're still making plans in the beef sector, the new beef sector, I guess, to do rap shows with him and all of this. So I guess they're just gonna, let him fall on his own sword and milk him for whatever they can get out of him. But it's just crazy to me. I
Well,
go
there
ahead.
was a rapper, and um, there was a rapper that there was a warrant out for him. The cops was looking on for him, and he became famous from doing mixed songs while he was on the run. So at this moment, I don't know any way to say it. He's on the run, right now, virtually in our face, and he's hot right now. If anybody want to take a chance, because you see, while you having shows with him, while he's on your panel, I would have him cam up, so you could, if he gets captured, you know what I mean. That's where the money's at. Wouldn't you want to be the platform where he got where justice was served?
Well, he
Yup.
always is cammed up. I
No,
watched the
he
first rap
not
battle.
lately since this bond is no, he hasn't been cammed up.
No, no, no.
Since I mean
I
since he
mean
missed
on the
that bond
rap
hearing.
battles. That's all I meant.
Oh, because
Okay.
he has not cammed up since this has happened.
Okay.
Not
So
one
I was
time.
just talking about since the rap battle. So he's supposed to have one coming up. I forget what date it is this month. But we'll see if he cams up for that. But yeah, that would be some good footage. And I guess people may want to watch it and screen record so they can have it at their own disposal because you never know. They will know he's home then, so you never know what would happen.
Well, you think just like Vinny said, and I mean I want to thank Vinny for his mouth. His mouth is the most deadliest thing against him. If he was to shut his mouth, he would win sometimes. But Vinny then said that the police department closed at a certain time in certain areas, and you see what is going on is long as Mister Zemi stays indoors and do all these concerts and jump on all these panels and do everything he can and get his little cup of coffee or whatever door dashed. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he's doing to keep
Yeah,
going,
he did say something crazy yesterday. He said, I'm going to get some coffee now." And so I thought like, okay, he's finna walk to the store. And then he said, "I'm gonna get me some Starbucks DoorDash to me." And I was like, who gets Starbucks DoorDash to them? But you were saying that some of the things offenses were driving without a license, driving without registration, and that
driving
type
with
of
fake
thing.
plates, driving with the car is not his, all this kind of stuff.
So with all of that, I'm pretty sure, at some point they repo a car.
Well,
So
it's a little bit more than that. He owes money and things like. I mean, I'm not. Listen, my concern is there's a warrant. That's it. And Ronnie Q,
no,
it doesn't
no,
matter
I
who the
was just
warrant's
saying,
on.
no, I was just saying that's why he has to get everything DoorDash. He can't dash out to the store. So then yeah, that's a good point that you made about staying inside because who gets coffee DoorDash?
That is correct. So the thing is this: every little thing that you're doing, and what they say, every step you take, we're watching, and I'm not the only one watching. And I don't care what anybody say about me. This is how I make some change, and this is good change. It's way more than this YouTube stuff, and I do this YouTube for fun. You understand? And then, hey, if somebody's dirty, they're dirty. That's all I could tell you. Am I checking to see is anybody dirty? Nah, but if I get a somebody whisper in my ear, I'm I'm gonna try it because the bottom line is money is money. There's
Now,
rewards
Dovey,
that I haven't even picked up yet. That's in Pennsylvania. That's in Florida. That's in. I'm just being honest. So if anybody want to help me make some trips, and I could get more than one reward when I go down there, not a problem. Not a problem.
now, now Dovey says she's going to call there herself and find out
She
and collect the
should.
reward
She should.
money.
Oh, she gonna call and collect us.
Yeah, she said she's gonna call
But
herself
don't get in
and
on my
collect the money.
Dovey. Don't move in on my action, man. That's my action, brother.
Dovey, stay in order.
Dovey gonna try to cut in on my action. Come on, man. I thought I was the wrong person. Don't do it. It's wrong.
Well, yeah. So,
Let me tell you something,
okay.
Ronnie. If you could stay, if you could just, you could be in one state and you just sit back and you could check and see the active activity wanted list and the activity warrants and if you know what I'm saying, if somebody wants to pop up and be like, hey, my name is Joe and I'm on here and on there and they on here and they check, you could check and see if the person's dirty, do they have this, do they have that. That's all I could say. There's nothing wrong with that. If something flies up and there's a warrant and you want to cash in on it, you can. And you don't even have to be there. What happens is there you get a you get yourself a I don't want to be rude, but you get someone that will sit out there and watch and report back to you. And
Mm-hmm.
when they say they see him here, they see him there, that's when you get somebody to pick them up.
They
So it's not
get your
just I
money.
like I had. I'm just look. People saying to me that I'm the bad guy, and this I really don't care. I really don't. But yeah, there is somebody watching the house, and he has down different addresses, and he has all he's it's like a couple of locations, but I do believe that he's at this certain area, and I'm praying to God that he comes on out because when he stepped looked out that window, that was little confirmation that's where he is. Unless there's somebody else that looked out the window and he was calling them at the same time.
Now, who was that who got on the panel real upset? Was that I couldn't remember if that was Lady Snoop or if that was GX who's like, I don't talk to cop collars.
Right.
No, I think that was Lady Snoop. Who do
It
you
was a
remember
few
who that
people.
was?
It was a few people, and it was a lady named Yolanda, who I have much respect for. And
Mm-hmm.
then there was the dude with no water, and as a 2024, still in arrears. And then there was Lady Snoop, and with Lady Snoop, it's like comical because you don't know to take it serious or not because you know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
don't you have your own thing going on? Ain't you fighting old girl that's in the mountains? What's happening here?
But she don't call cops, but she goes to people's court
That's
hearings
what I'm
and
saying. Don't you have
all
your
this.
own thing
Like,
going
girl,
on?
yeah, you
So,
don't call the cop, but go to the judge to be a supporting witness to get the judge to lay the hammer down on another black woman.
but
Oh,
wait, no, no,
you do
no,
that
and
though.
shows, but wait, and shows up to court for support. Remember that day?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You show up to court to try to get another black woman penalized for something. Show up to court court. Girls sit down on something that has
For
absolutely
support. You
nothing
don't
to do
talk to
with you,
cops.
nor nor
You
are
don't
you
talk to cops, but you show
you
up at courts for no reason.
to represent in front of a judge. The judge has the final power because how many? It's a lot of cop cases that they don't never even file on. So
No,
you ain't
Ronnie,
gonna
remember the
you
time she
mad
showed
about
up
cop
and she
callers? Yes,
Ronnie, remember the time she showed up just to say what's up to her old boy? Heck, didn't have to go to court that
yes,
day?
yes,
I'm just trying to
yes.
understand. So here's my question. My
But the
question is,
judge has more power than the cop is my point. So
yeah,
you talking about cop calling, but the judge has more power because cops can arrest people and charges never be filed. So
correct.
you showed up to something more dangerous or damaging or could get somebody in more trouble, which was the fucking court, the judge. You showed up for that, but you talking about you ain't no cop caller. Go sit down. These
See,
people are
now,
ludicrous.
what's her name? If the mountain lady had had her order of protection, that would have been so sweet.
Oh yes.
Oh, that would have been sweet. See, you have to have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You have to, ladies. They want to play
And
one in
you
your face. You have to. Yeah, go ahead.
and you have to stop saying what you're gonna do and just do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Somebody say something to me and they want to, I have plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's not a problem to me. Like for instance, old boy said he would hit me upside my head and give me a sex change. Now, none of those things were on my agenda, you know, as a female. But since everybody thinks I'm a male, guess what? I went and filed and let them hear that he is threatening LBGTQ. And why is he doing that when he has that also in his family tree? That's what I want to
Hmm.
know. If
So,
somebody could
does
tell
he
me
know
that.
this has happened? Does he know this
Well,
has happened
he
yet, or
well he got to hear it now because I think that the people in the LBGTQ community are in danger. He feels that way. He has one in his family tree. And so I'm doing it for her. I'm doing it for all of the ones that she might bring over. And he feels he wants to hit them up the head, aside the head, and give them sex changes without their permission and their consent. I think it is
or
wrong.
he may want to do them like it's documented that the things that he said to Jay Dunn that she's a lesbian and all she need is some peen inside her and bent over and grabbed by the hair and all that. I'm no fan of Jay Dunn,
No.
but
Let
to
me
think that this is a cure for being a lesbian is quite bizarre.
Well, let me tell Jay Dunn, who I respect very much. Jay Dunn, you can report that. They take a clip about a minute long, and you can hand that in. Just letting you know. You could do it via the internet, and you could also call it in and do one as well. I
And,
just want to
and
let you
Jay
know
Dunn,
that at this in Philadelphia, you can do that. You can go ahead.
and go ahead. And Jay Dunn, we know you're listening because you regurgitate everything that is done on Ronnie Q's shows, but Ronnie Q's show has no content. But go ahead, Grish.
Well, the thing is, let me say this: you have to respect the person where they stand. If you know they're a mess, can you deal with the mess? You see what I'm saying? And to me, Jay Dunn is funny. She brings comedy to people's channels. When things are going heavy, she'll come in with her little singing and thing. That's she's to me. I'm just saying, to be honest, it's a lot of channels that would die if she didn't show up. I just gotta say it.
You know
I gotta
yeah,
say it.
that's why they keep bringing her back and back. Thank you, Talent, for the gifted memberships. I appreciate that. That's why they keep bringing her back and back and back.
And so it ain't gonna be long before she could just go to her channel, and then people are gonna come and stay. The day is coming. It's coming, and then what is somebody gonna do then? What are they drilling?
Well, they're gonna do the same thing that they did
They're
with
drilling
Uppity.
something. Jesus. Go ahead.
They're gonna do the same thing that they did with Uppity, have the big town hall and the come to Jesus moment, and now Uppity is back in the fold. That's what they're gonna continue to do. Stunts and games, stunts and games.
Right. Well, I can't wait for that day when she goes live and the numbers stay the same and they stay the same and they don't go back. Because I'm all this work that she's doing for free. And they're trying to get her to pay and do this and that. One day it's gonna pay off. If it paid off for the Umar boys, it's gonna pay off for her too. Because she was the first one paying before they showed up.
Mm-hmm. Sure was. Yep. If it works for her, it works for me. No, it's just crazy. Thank you, Grish, for coming up. Is there any last thing that you wanted to talk about that, because a lot of the stuff I am not up on. I didn't even know about the comments that he made about his very own child to make it seem like it's okay and he's okay with this type of behavior, not just regarding his friend, because even in my own family, I have no problem with this happening. I think
Well,
that
the
that's
thing is,
all that was about.
speaking about the friend, what happened again is he had a felony, right? And then he got another one. And they had to do a new plea deal. And the whole thing is if he gets caught again, it's 15 years. Now, I'm just going to say he seems to be doing very well. Uh, would I invite him to a picnic? No. Would I have him around being the godfather to my kid? No. But the thing is that he seemed to be doing his own thing. He's on his side of YouTube, minding his business, my opinion. And uh, if the city want to go and I don't. He's unsupervised, so if from what I understand, it's supposed to be life. You're supposed to be registered for life as a third tier offender. But whatever he got going on, and they haven't come and knocked on his door, God bless. Just I guess, keep on keeping your nose clean. But at this moment, associating yourself with Vinny, with his mouth running like that, now he got more heat and more heat. And there is a video of him yelling at Vinny, saying you had to get involved. You had to and you want me to support you, and I'm not going to do it. It's on my wall, and so the man knows how he is, and he's bringing heat to him. Vinny, maybe you
Okay.
should close your mouth. All right, thank you
Yeah.
so much, Ronnie.
Yeah. I appreciate you for coming up, Grish, and clearing up. I was not clear on a lot of stuff, and I really appreciate you. And thanks for coming over, and thanks for your support as well.
Not a problem. Thank you.
All right, I'll see you around. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got an earful of what's going on in the beef sector. I did not know that it was going to be this event pack. Please feel free to hit the like button on your way out. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget, Sunday, the 8th of June is the Perfect Pet competition. The flyers on my community wall. Thank you again, Talent, for the 10 memberships. I greatly appreciate that. To all my new members, there is a post on my membership community wall. I give all my members a keychain. If you would like one, I let you know how to contact me on the post in my community wall as a gift of thanks for being a member. All right, with that, I'm going to get out of here. That's all I have. And I'm going to be right over at King Roman News right now. So, everybody, if you want to follow me over to King Roman News, that's where I'll be. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you guys for joining me and supporting me and giving me a thumbs up. Cash App Ronnie Q if you want to contribute to the Perfect Pet Prize Pot. You're welcome to do so. Thanks a lot. Thank you for being here. God bless you and have a great day. Bye bye.